my talk, I'd like to let you know that this talk doesn't aim to offer any strategic solutions. It doesn't aim to offer an in-depth economic analysis. It isn't the product of extensive number crunching. This talk isn't all those things, and consciously so. What it does aim to do is explore the wonders and marvels of an idea that is rarely given the credit it deserves. An idea that challenges the very core that modern-day economics is based on, and in retrospect, our view of the way our world functions. An idea that challenges the very basic definition of the economic problem, the problem of scarcity, where unlimited wants contest limited resources. An idea that solves this endemic problem of scarcity that humanity has been grappling with for centuries in one simple word: the idea of abundance. Because like they say, nothing is stronger than an idea whose time has come. Peter Diamandis gave birth to this concept in his book titled Abundance, which is very rightly called a welcome change for all those obsessed with the Armageddon phenomenon. It is in this book where he explains in intricate detail why and exactly how our future is better than we think. Abundance, for all those who haven't read this book, is, in my opinion, an idea that is, ironically, scarcely understood. So, to truly embrace it, it's important that one understands the essence of what I mean when I say abundance. Abundance is a state of being, a lifestyle. But most importantly, and more than anything else, abundance is a mindset. So when I say that we must strive to become an abundant society, I imply that we no longer feel the need to take from one to give to another. That we no longer accept 10-hour-long power cuts as an answer to increased energy demand. That every living being having access to clean water is in fact not too much to ask for. I imply that no child need ever go hungry to bed. I imply that every man and every woman have the choice and the option of a better life regardless of where they are. Now, I call abundance a mindset because I believe that as a society, we are an extremely inspirational being. We are determined and driven to achieve the goals we set before ourselves. We've had men walking on the moon and a car-sized robotic rover land on Mars. We ventured into the unimaginably vast universe, with more galaxies in that universe and more stars in those galaxies than each and every grain of sand on this earth, and we did so with unshakable courage. We have reached a point in our innovation where we have created robots that can conduct open-heart surgeries with the highest level of precision conceivable by the human mind. We have reached a point in our technology where we can access infinite amounts of data from the palm of our hand. Now I ask you this, ladies and gentlemen. After having come so far along, why do we still accept that 1.3 billion people still live on less than $1 a day? Why do we so readily accept that many of these people don't have access to simple commodities like a doctor or even clean water and electricity? Why do we allow millions to die hungry because of droughts and famines? Why are there still so many who are deaf or blind when surgical breakthroughs have created a cure? After having come so far along, why do we still subconsciously accept this as something natural? Because our mindset is still one that accepts scarcity of resources as an adequate explanation for these disparities. That there simply isn't enough is a notion that must, in our day and age, be reduced to nothing but an illusion. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I say that the idea of abundance is much more than just an idea. It is a mindset. It is now left up to us to ask ourselves, are we lacking the resources? Or are we lacking the will, the daring, the courage to imagine that we are stronger now than we have ever been before? That we are no longer just the ones created, but the creators ourselves. I give you this. Innovation and creativity are the cornerstones of the idea of abundance. They are the pillars that will carry the weight of growing demand. And they will not falter, and they will not crumble, because these pillars are self-ameliorating and ever-evolving. They gain their strength from the optimism of our hearts and from the dynamic of our complex imagination. And so while our old pillars of scarcity and marginality deteriorate and disintegrate, these new ones thrive. They strain on the leash that is limited supply, eager to leap forward into an era of abundance. History, they say, is a bad motorist because it rarely ever signals when it's about to take a turn. This is humanity's rarely ever moment. And so to usher in this new era, I urge you all, let's make thinkers abundant. Let's make doers abundant. Let's create abundance. Thank you.